Hello everybody, my name is Corey Poirier and welcome back to our What I Learned From vlog series. The series where we take you back to some of the interviews we've done with high achievers and share some of the things that we learned that they do that help set them apart from the crowd. This time around I wanted to share what I learned from a gentleman who I've been a fan of for a long time, and we were lucky enough to recently have him on our radio show, a guy by the name of Jack Canfield. Now, you may know Jack from the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, of which he was the co-creator and which has now sold hundreds of millions of copies, or even the Success Principles that I just showed you right there. So one of the things that Jack said, both in our interview, but even before that in a seminar that I heard, that I approached him about or talked to him about on our radio show, was this equation that he applies to his life and that changed his way of thinking. And it's an equation, once I heard him say it, that I started applying to my life, and it changed my way of reacting and thinking. So I thought I would share it with you and pay it forward, and hopefully you guys will be able to apply it to your life professionally or personally. So the equation is actually E plus R equals O, and what that stands for is the event you're hit with plus your reaction or response to the event equals your outcome. Far too often we feel that we're the victim of these events like the recession or like somebody cutting you off in traffic or whatever it might be. But this equation shows us that if we choose to respond and react in the right way, in a positive way to get whatever outcome we're looking for, then we ultimately get to decide our outcome. So if it's the recession, if we choose to not participate, then we ultimately will have a different outcome than the people who choose to go and hide behind the wall or curl up in a fetal position until the recession's over. So once again, what I believe this equation proves is we get to control our destiny. Because again, any event we're hit with, we can sit down and say, okay, that's the event, I can't control that, but I can control my reaction or my outcome. So if I control that reaction, it dictates that outcome. So this is one of the things I learned from Jack Canfield. I learned many things in our interview with Jack. So of course I'll eventually share, I'm sure, a future one in a future edition. But until that time, I hope you apply the equation E plus R equals O to your life. And if you want to learn more about us or hear our radio show or watch more of our videos, feel free to visit conversationswithpassion.com. Put in your email address on the main page, and we'll start including you in updates about the radio show, upcoming guests, and you'll even be included in our newsletter, which is chock full of free content and information. Until that time, I'm Corey Poirier. Thank you for tuning in.